Hello and welcome to Conversations with Body and Mind with myself, Nirvana Lange. Body and Mind is your health and wellness online directory. And coming up in today's conversation, I'll be chatting to Bärbel Bläser, and she is going to tell us more about the healing enterprise. Good morning, Bärbel. How are you?
Good morning, Nirvana. I'm very well, thank you. And thank you very much for inviting me to this interview.
Well, thank you. Thank you for joining Body and Mind. And, you know, we're looking forward to helping you expand your business and offering you the great marketing that the Body and Mind online directory has to offer all its members. So looking forward to journey. So who is Bärbel, and why this work? What are the things in your life? What are the reasons that you've decided to kind of go into psychology? You know, you're also doing hypnotherapy, crystal healing. We're going to get into that a little bit later. But tell us a little bit more about your journey to choosing this work.
Well, I came to South Africa in 1969 with my parents, my family. Lived in Johannesburg a lot of my time and in Cape Town. What has really prompted me to go into this line of work is, I suppose in a way, I've done all sorts of other things in the meantime, and I didn't really find any fulfillment there. I did secretarial work, I did bookkeeping work, I became a teacher, and through all this, I started studying with UNISA. And at first, I did communications, and I was not the type of person for advertising. So you can do that bit. And so with all of that, and also moving overseas and working there for 5 years in Germany, and then moving to Istanbul, living there with my family for 9 years, saying my family there. I got married in the meantime, had children. I just noticed that moving and starting a family and juggling work and studying, it brings a whole package with it, you know, sometimes more, sometimes less. And I've noticed, yes, one can talk to a friend and that helps. One can talk to a family member, that definitely also helps. Sometimes it's just the friendly smile by the cashier in the supermarkets when you feel a bit down, you think, yeah, keep going, you know. But there are definitely moments in one's life when you feel you just can't carry on. It's so difficult. You don't know how to change something, how to find a new solution, and you just need somebody to bounce off your ideas with, or you just don't have the courage to do certain things. You know, it's like having to find leaving the flat and having to find the right bus in a completely different city where you don't even know the language, you don't even know how to say hello. So you resort to sign language and to imitating the sound of a cow to find the beef in the supermarket. And it's also a case of having to finding a taxi, and then you arrive at your destination and you see that suddenly it was filled with the meterage and a completely new price is there, and you start to say, no, you can't get, this is not right, and then suddenly all the doors lock on you. And it's those type of situations where you feel like, how do you actually deal with this? And just getting all the courage together and finding different solutions and to try and move forward, you know, and also to be a strong person and a role model then also for your children, you know, and supporting the husband and all of that put together in a way. Yes.
So all of those events, it kind of led you to say, I want to study psychology because I want help in, you know, the courage and the confidence and all of those things. And so the pupil now has become the teacher, so to speak.
Basically, yes, because I went for help because I just needed to, and I noticed how that really helped me. And then I decided, okay, I think I found my passion, and then I did. It was that. So there you go. Yeah.
So okay, so now we're gonna go on to the healing enterprise, You hold a BA in psychology from UNISA, as you said. You've got a diploma from SACAP, which is South African Applied. What does SACAP stand for again? Applied Psychology. Yeah.
So, South African College of Applied Psychology.
That's right.
Yeah.
So you've got this beautiful background in psychology. You're doing hypnotherapy, crystal healing, and all of that. So tell us a little bit more about, the healing enterprise, your work, what you have to offer, and what people can look forward to when they come and see you.
Well, what I do is I started out more with the traditional classical therapy, and it was first counseling, because of course I've got a graduate diploma in counseling. Many people say that the difference between counseling and life coaching is that counseling looks to your past and life coaching to the future. So life coaching is very much more goal-oriented and action-driven, which is brilliant. But I've noticed that sometimes we've got internal blocks. It can be limiting belief systems. It can be some trauma that has happened in the past that is stopping us from moving forward. So it's not a matter of then wallowing in the past, but simply also addressing what might that triggering thing be that's stopping you from moving forward, addressing that, and then moving forward again, and finding goals, possibly learning new skills, new tools, learning them, and then but also making sure that they're integrated. Because what's the point of going down 3 months down the line saying, you know what, I'm back to where I was. So that is there. So with the coaching and the counseling, it's sort of embedded in it a little bit. Hypnotherapy addresses the subconscious, which is a much faster way to actually go into the limiting belief systems and to see what is blocking you. Some people are scared of hypnotherapy, I've noticed, because they're in control and they want to be in control. And at the end of the day, yes, they are in control, because I can't make you do something that you don't want to do, okay? But it helps and it facilitates and ease the way forward, put it this way. With crystal healing, it's definitely, let's say, different. It addresses the energy and the vibration of all beings at the end of the day, because even a chair has a vibration or energy. The thing is, if we've got a low vibration, you could, in psychological terms, you go down into depression. So crystal also has an energy and a vibration, and it helps in a very gentle way to raise your vibration. So it can work on its own, but it can also work in conjunction with the other modalities that I work. And I always go depending on what the client is comfortable with, what the client might need, and then I talk about that. And if they're open to something else, we can do it. If not, it's fine with me. I will take it from there.
Absolutely. And I work with crystals too. I have crystals all around me all the time. And it's very, very powerful work. Being born in Namibia, I always say I'm a gemstone from the desert.
That's beautiful.
So crystals is incredibly important, but as you say, it just depends on where people are at with maybe beliefs, religion, or whatever the case may be, of what aspects you can bring in, especially also with hypnotherapy, depending on their beliefs, they might think it opens them up to some sort of funny thing. Or the other thing is they watch too much of this on stage, cluck like a chicken and eat an onion type of thing.
No, yeah.
And that's not what hypnotherapy is about.
Not at all. Not at all.
And it is just about letting go of the mind and allowing the subconscious to speak for you, but you're aware and awake and all, you're just in a sort of meditative state. So it's very important to get down to that sort of subconscious part. I was thinking this morning, and it's so funny when you were saying that, I thought, that reminds me, early this morning, I wake up very early, and I had this thing, I thought, why am I so afraid of opening bills, accounts, whether it's an email or a letter, coming in the post? My whole life, I've never opened them.
Really?
Never opened them. Absolutely. So that was that, and that came to my mind, and I thought, I wonder what that is about, you know. So
something to ignore.
yeah, so I actually it just kind of you know, like, it's funny how that kind of question pops up now, you know, and I know what it relates to what I spoke to you about earlier on, but I've never thought about it in what is the block, what is the fear, what is the original sin or the original wound that created that you know, blockage, or that angst around an envelope with a window attached to it, or an email that's you know, comes from a you know, government supplied, you know, institution. So what's going on with my throat today?
That's fine.
So, anything else you would like to add before we go into your contact details?
Just one thing, actually. What I also tend to do is that I do also meditations with my clients, because I've noticed that it actually relaxes them, and once they're relaxed, they are actually more at ease with actually also sinking into themselves, connecting with themselves, and therefore being able to actually shift things a bit easier and to heal a bit easier than if they're all tense. I mean, it's just a given that if you want like this, it's not that easy. Yeah.
There's no
so I
space.
also do that.
Yeah, there's no space for creativity. And clients come to you, or are you doing online? Are you doing both? How do you offer your services at the moment?
I do both. I've noticed, I mean, obviously the COVID has definitely accelerated the online thing. Some people want face-to-face, so that's fine. I'm open to that. I've got a room. I've got a room in the southern suburbs, and I've also got one out in Durbanville once a week over there. But other than that, I do a lot of online. I mean, some of my clients are from Pretoria, some of them are from Durban. So there's no issue there at all.
Okay, fantastic. And how can people get hold of you? If you can give us your contact details, social media, website.
So my website is www.thehealingenterprise.com. They can also get hold of me on my Facebook page, The Healing Enterprise, or on LinkedIn.
Sorry, can you say that again? There was a huge noise in the background. I'm not sure if you're moving papers or if it's something else, but I just heard this huge noise coming through. So your website, can you repeat that again?
Certainly, either via the website, www.thehealingenterprise.com, or the Facebook page from The Healing Enterprise, or LinkedIn, or also via my mobile number, which is 078 347 6403.
People can go to the Body and Mind website, which is bodyandmind.coza. You also have our blog site, which is an interactive site where you can interact with our members, bodyandmindblog.coza. Also, please follow us on our YouTube channel, our Body and Mind YouTube channel, where you can find all the interviews with our members. And please like, share, and to people that you think can gain benefit out of these wonderful conversations. And don't forget to look up the Healing Enterprise or Bärbel on the Body and Mind Wellness Directory, and you can find all her details there. We'll click through to her website, and her contact details will be on the page. That's it for today. Thanks, Bärbel. Thank you for the conversation.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right.